actually in the screen?
Yep, you're right in the bullseye middle. And it's recording. I don't like it.
Why?
Because you're not smiling or anything.
Well, I'm not ready to shoot yet. Alright, so as mentioned, here's part one of the video. I had a discussion the other day on Club Frontier with some other members about what parts are supposed to do what and how you can often repurpose things that were meant for an entirely different type of project and still get very good use out of them. So let me zoom in here again on this one. And this is actually supposed to be a license plate holder where you mount an LED light bar on the front of a vehicle. So this one I repurposed. This does happen to be coated steel. And so since the traffic control unit has magnets on the bottom, steel is perfect for this usage. So I'm going to zoom back here a little bit and show you. So in one of the earlier projects, when I put these lights on, I used these brackets that I had left over from another kit. And you can see that they do hang down and they have holes through them. That was for a totally different purpose as well. If I zoom back up here a little bit, you can see the stud here that holds the lamp in place. And basically I just clamped this through there and put a wire tie up here on the top to keep this from having any possibility of shifting while the clamping force is here through the bolt, pushes down on that and keeps it in place. So in the center there were two that were hanging down. Let me zoom back over here again. So that turned out to be super convenient. I just mounted what actually became my shelf, which is now rotated 90 degrees from the way that it was expected to be mounted. Here's where the license plate would go. And there's where the light bar was supposed to go. So after flipping it over, I was like, hey, this should work pretty nice. So zoom back and there's that. The second half of the video is going to be shot at night, and I'll show you what the throw pattern on the LEDs looks like. So until then, FG out. All right, so as mentioned, here's the next little modification project. We come around the back of the truck here. And no, the modification project is not the cargo lights. They were there already, as you saw in some of the earlier videos. But as mentioned, here is a little overhang added to the brackets. Here's what it looks like at night. And I'm going to pause the video here for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, so after a brief interruption here, we're back. And so this is from the front of the truck. And let me start coming around the side here. This is probably going to drive the CCD insane because of the massive difference between light and dark. It's probably going to go a little bonkers here, but you can see now that the traffic control system assembly is a lot more visible. When the project started, way back when I started building this truck 6.5 years ago, I have to go back and look exactly when I mounted that lamp, but I think it was between 3 and 4 years ago. It was just sitting underneath of the roof rack. Well, the roof rack at that time was pretty bare. There really wasn't anything else going on. The cargo section here up top wasn't there. There really wasn't anything blocking anything to really have that be too visible. As other things got added and all this cargo carrying got added in, and then the cargo containers up top, it was nearly invisible because of all the stuff now that was in the way. So hence it became necessary to rearrange things a little bit. So as mentioned earlier, that's where we're at. And that concludes this video. So thank you for tuning in, and until the next video. Actually, let me just back away here a little bit. Give you more of a view. You can see it's really basically lighting up the whole neighborhood. You can see the bushes here. And if I pan around, you can even see it bouncing off the neighbors' houses. So at least at night, it is pretty effective. And so there we are. That concludes this video. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, FG out.